Straight ahead on 12 News, a family Christmas tree business that will soon say goodbye.
It's going to be sad.
Why this tree farm will make way for something much different. Plus, a Maple Grove man who is also saying goodbye. His 3 decades of work is now enjoyed by an entire city. But first, start time changes in the Wayzata School District move closer to a vote. 12 News starts right now. Hello and thanks for joining us. A decision nears for a hot-button issue in the Wayzata School District.
A proposal that would alter the school day has generated more than 1,500 online responses. Eric Nelson is here now with the latest plan to change start times.
Yeah, Alex and Mike, we've all heard stories about groggy high school kids sleepwalking into class, which is why the Wayzata district wants to change school start times. But if that happens, elementary students will be the ones getting up before sunrise.
This has been quite a journey and one that's not been without some challenges.
Students in the Wayzata School District may soon be resetting their alarm clocks. The district wants to flip-flop school start times to give high school students more sleep and cut down on yawning in the classroom.
What are the natural biorhythms of our students and what seems to make sense from an operational perspective that's going to give our students an additional lift.
However, not all parents are on board with this because elementary students would get an earlier wake-up call.
We worry that, for each kid now 6 years, K through 5th grade, it's going to be a bad experience for school because it's always going to be, I'm waking up, I don't want to go, I'm too tired, as opposed to, as the experts say, being able to wake up naturally.
Under the new proposal, the district would use a 3-tiered system. Tier 1 includes 5 elementary schools that begin at 7:45 a.m. Tier 2 would move back the start time of Wayzata High from 7:30 to 8:20 a.m. 3 schools in this tier would start at 8:30 a.m. Tier 3 is the middle school cluster. Those kids would begin at 9:10 a.m.
But I truly have given this deep thought and looked at it from every angle possible.
My bottom line here is that in the elementary school data, some differences favor early start and some favor late start, but in all cases, the differences are always quite small.
The tab for flipping start times is $450,000 because the district would need to increase its school bus fleet from 80 to 105.
We didn't hear a good reason why not a 2-tier scenario. The closest they got were some talks about how there's a cost to that. There's a cost to everything that we do, right? There's a cost to get new iPads for the kids. There's a cost to get textbooks for the kids.
Now, the Wayzata School Board will vote on the proposal next Monday. If approved, the changes take effect at the start of the 2016-17 school year. Alex and Mike.
All right, thank you very much. After months of discussion, the Brooklyn Park City Council approved a slight increase in property taxes.
Those with a median valued home of $181,500 will pay $39 more next year. That's just under a 5% increase. The big cost drivers are healthcare and labor contracts and the city's North Police Station remodel. The decision didn't come easy, especially after the City Council approved a $14 per month fee last month to pay for road repairs.
Having the effect of the franchise fees that I did support, I can't get myself to support increasing the budget year over year.
There's a lot of increases that are required. We have more people, we have more roads, we have significant capital projects. Our leadership staff have worked really, really hard.
Just have some questions that I have for you.
Councilmember Bob Maida wanted to delay the vote until next week to do more fine-tuning. That did not happen. The budget was approved by a 4-3 vote.
In Maple Grove, the City Council is expected to approve a small tax increase for a majority of homeowners. For the average home of about $269,000, residents would see a $24 increase in city taxes. Maple Grove's 2016 budget will fund an additional police officer and a park keeper. That final vote there is in 2 weeks. It's the end of an era for a popular Brooklyn Park Christmas tree lot.
The Gray Family Tree Farm has been in business for more than 60 years. Reporter Sonia Goins explains why this holiday season is their last.
These all here are Frasers. These trees are probably 12, 13, 14 years old.
People have been coming to the Big Red Barn at 85th and West Broadway for decades.
Yeah, we sell about 400 trees here a year. I've been at it since '74.
Craig Biegert used to run the business.
think I started selling with my dad when I was 13.
Before turning it over to his son, Adam.
And it's becoming more and more popular again after the fake trees were popular. Now the real trees are coming back.
Adam's grandfather, Calvin Gray,
Yeah, this is the old barn. It's kind of a mess.
started the Christmas tree business about 65 years ago.
This is like our stock room where we keep all the trees.
Before selling Fraser's and balsam firs, he started with spuds.
I found this a couple weeks ago. We're not sure on the year, but the name, we figured it in the 60s.
Old potato bags are a reminder of years past.
He was the largest potato grower in Brooklyn Park.
Calvin started the Christmas tree business as a way to make some extra money. This year has been a great growing season.
It's been a wet couple years in a row, so the trees probably flourished.
But sadly, all this green will soon go away.
Multiple station ideas are being studied for this area.
Crews will knock down the building and the house
I've maintained this place
to make room for the light rail.
a long time.
The family says change is a good thing, but they say they'll miss the customers who have come here year after year to get their Christmas tree.
That will be sad, end of an era, because I've seen a lot of the same families and all their kids grow up for years and years.
Thank you.
In about 2 weeks, the family will close up shop for the very last time.
Will I miss it? Oh yeah, I'll miss it. I mean, it's been a good life.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
The family business is going out on top. They say they've seen more new customers this year than ever before. The Christmas tree lot will be open until December 23rd.
Well, what do you get when you combine Bemidji and Brooklyn Park? In this case, you get a union between two colleges. Today, Bemidji State University and North Hennepin Community College celebrated a new partnership. It will be possible for students to get a 2-year degree at North Hennepin, then stay on campus and complete a 4-year biology degree with Bemidji State. Campus leaders say it's one way to curb rising college costs.
For our students, it's a real money saver in terms of not having to accrue those transportation costs and so on. So we're very excited about the partnership. We're very happy with the relationship that we've built with the BSU faculty, in particular our faculty working with theirs.
North Hennepin hopes to expand partnerships like this. The school already offers programs through Metro State and Concordia University in St. Paul. Well, if you ask people what they love about their city, the answer often focuses on parks and recreation.
That's true. In Maple Grove, a man who has spent more than 3 decades planning the park system is retiring. As park board chair, Tim Phenow is the face behind all the fun. Maple Grove came out to celebrate this year when the city opened its $16 million Central Park. More than 3 decades in the making, this 45-acre multi-seasonal park with splash pad and pickleball courts, and now warming house and ice skating loop, is a crown jewel. It also could be called Tim Phenow's swan song.
Until you actually get out and walk around the entire facility, you can't get a feel for the magnitude and the different pieces that all come together.
For 35 years, Tim Phenow has been putting together the pieces of Maple Grove's park and recreation system as park board chair, a volunteer position.
All the things that have been done in this system are amazing under his tenure.
Think Maple Grove's community center and the civic campus, which draw in 1 million people each year, or the city's town green bandshell project, which Tim says was the most fun to work on.
A little more cultural, I guess, if you will, and brings something completely different into the city that people can enjoy.
In Tim's 35 years, the park and recreation programs have also exploded, from 69 in 1981 to 925 this year, with more than 51,000 people participating.
None of this would be possible without a lot of different people.
Quick to credit others, Tim's thousands of volunteer hours on the park board have helped shape a city, providing others with countless opportunities for fun.
It's kind of mixed emotions that we're letting him leave. Sad that he'll be gone and not be there for his leadership, but joyful just for his legacy.
In his retirement, Tim Phenow will now have time to enjoy his grandkids and take them to the parks he gave so much of his time creating.
There's just a satisfaction that anybody who volunteers feels when they give back.
Tim's last park board meeting will be later this month. You think back to 1981, how many park board meetings he's been, but think of all the things he's helped create over in Maple Grove.
A lot accomplished right there.
Still ahead, the top warning signs of Alzheimer's disease. That's next in Health Check.
And then later in sports, an Osseo girls basketball standout is lighting up the scoreboard.
But first, it will get cooler, just not now. Wednesday will feel like hints of spring. The holiday season brings families together.
But these family moments can also be a time when you might notice a change in a relative's behavior or health. In today's Health Check, Delane Cleveland has more on what to look for if you think a family member might have Alzheimer's.
The holiday season is generally a festive time that unites families. Yet in some cases, the holidays are the only time that certain relatives see each other all year.
So when they're home for the holidays, they're noticing that their loved one isn't quite as sharp as they used to be.
One of the unintended results of these family reunions, according to Jenna Fink of the Alzheimer's Association, is an increase in calls to their 24/7 helpline.
Our helpline is getting an increase in those calls from people saying, we saw mom or dad or sister or brother or aunt or uncle over Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we noticed some of these changes.
Changes that include memory loss or difficulty performing familiar tasks.
But also disorientation of time and place. Asking every single day before Christmas, when are we going to go for Christmas? When is that event? Or even loss of initiative.
Helpline volunteers are equipped with information on the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's, along with a packet of resources to direct concerned family members on the right path.
Often they're kind of at this, again, a Y in the road of really wondering, where do we go from here? And that's where our 24/7 helpline is available to really help them out with navigating that path.
It's a path more people will have to take as the baby boomer population ages.
The awareness is growing, which is a great thing.
Fink's advice during the holiday season is that if you see a loved one displaying warning signs, to take the initiative and seek help.
Early diagnosis is really important. The benefits associated with that are that the family and the patient then know what the diagnosis is and they can better plan ahead.
For Health Check, Delane Cleveland, 12 News.
For more information on the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's disease, you can check our website. That's 12.tv. Well, coming up, something that caught our eye in Plymouth.
But first, the Osseo boys basketball team is off to a strong start. We catch up with them up next in sports.
After a subpar season by their standards last winter, the Osseo boys basketball team is off to a solid start this year. Jay Wilcox has more on the Orioles.
It's so far so good for the Osseo boys. They enter Tuesday night with a 3-0 record, with all of the wins by at least 19 points and are averaging 88 points per contest.
Play it together as a unit, because last year we didn't find that role, and I feel like this year we have a lot of leaders on the team and going to the right direction right now, yeah.
I mean, we got a lot of work to do, but so far I'm liking the team. We got good chemistry. No one's selfish. We all like to share the ball, and we're a good team, so I feel like that's why we win games, because we play as a team.
Osseo's football team won the state class 6A championship in November. With a handful of guys from that squad who are on the basketball team, it did mean a little transition period.
I mean, a little bit, but coming from football, I'm used to not coming off the field, so I'm used to running up and down the court, so it's another chance to stay active.
We're about a week behind, but that winning attitude that these football players brought over, it's irreplaceable. And we have 6 of those football players playing major minutes, or some minutes.
Osseo returns all conference players Alan Anderson at guard and Cameron Betty inside. Athletic guard Demario Armstrong helped Maranatha to a runner-up finish in Class A last season before transferring to Osseo. Sharpshooter Zach Tyson leads the team in scoring in the early going. This week, with games against Blaine Park Center and Eden Prairie, will provide a good measuring stick for the Orioles.
Big Blaine coming in Tuesday, rival Park Center Friday or Thursday. Then we go up against a strong Eden Prairie team. So we'll kind of get a good taste to see how good we really are this early in the ballgame.
An inexperienced Orioles team went 13-13 last season, and after a long time as king of the hill in the Northwest Suburban, they look like an overlooked contender this season.
Osseo's been up on top for so many years. I don't think we're going to take too far of a seat from those top teams. Maple Grove, rightfully so, should be getting all the attention. They have so many Division I kids coming out. It's impressive, but do not discredit Osseo.
We'll see if the fun continues for Osseo. Jay Wilcox, 12 Sports.
After hosting Blaine Tuesday night, those next two key games are away from home at Park Center and versus Eden Prairie at Minnetonka High School Saturday. A local volleyball standout today was named Player of the Year. Champlain Park Junior's Sydney Hilley is the Gatorade Minnesota Volleyball Player of the Year. The award is based on athletics and academics. The setter and hitter recorded 517 kills, 463 set assists, and 290 digs this fall for the Rebels, who finished third at last month's Class 3A tournament. Hilley is a three-time All-State player and carries a weighted grade point average of 4.19 at Champlain Park. He is verbally committed to play at the University of Wisconsin. 2015 Hopkins High School graduate and current U of M freshman Samantha Seliger Swenson was the Minnesota Gatorade Player of the Year in 2014. Osseo High School senior Kiara Russell signed her national letter of intent last month to play college basketball at Arizona State. We caught up with the senior for this week's Sports Jam show on Channel 12. Here's part of what you'll see.
After narrowing her schools to Minnesota, Wake Forest, and Arizona State, she chose ASU.
I love that they're a great academic school. They have a great alumni system. The campus was outstanding. It was so beautiful. I love the players. They're really welcoming, and then the coaches, just great people.
It's been so much fun to watch her growth. She has just really stepped up her role as a leader on the floor. I think the most special thing about Kiara is that she makes every player on the floor better.
A combo guard, Kiara blends the abilities of a shooting guard while directing the Orioles' offense at the point. But it's her explosive first step on defense that makes Russell a nightmare for opponents.
Catch the rest of the Kiara Russell story and much more on Sports Jam. It's on each week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 3:30, 6:30, and 9:30 p.m. on Channel 12. And that is a look at sports.
All right, thanks, John. We'll be right back.
A plastic likeness of Frosty the Snowman is about the only resemblance of snow in a Plymouth front yard. We found this display at County Road 101 and 10th Avenue in Plymouth. The house and the front yard are all decked out for the holidays, complete with a manger scene. Our photographers continue to search for ambitious holiday lighting efforts. If you have one in your neighborhood, let us know about it with an email to news@12.tv. That's it for now. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.